Okay guys, what I've done to help all the new line dancers that I've got added onto our group and anyone else who will get the link, these are the line dance steps. They're basically just for the new beginners. Obviously the more advanced we go, we have more major steps, but this is mainly just for any of those that are attempting line dance for the first time. So I will, if you need a copy of these, I can get them to you, or if you're in the group already, I'll post them up there and you can print them out. So I'll just go in order of what they are, what they're called, and what the dance steps do. Okay, so I'll turn this way. You can still hear me. Okay, so the first one is a vine. So it's just step to the right, step behind, step to the side, and the fourth step can either be a touch, it can be a scuff, it can be a hitch, or it can be a kick, depending on what it is. And then it'll be a left vine, would be that way, same thing. A weave is exactly the same, only it's like an extension of a vine. So the fourth step crosses over and you continue. So we do our vine, step, behind, step, and then you cross. So it's an extension of the vine. Sometimes you can go longer, or sometimes it'll just stop there. A walk is quite obvious. You walk forward, or you walk back. A hitch is when you lift your right or left knee up. You could probably do that on this side, so it's up or it's up. A hook is when you bring it up in front of you like that to your opposite knee, or it can be the other way. A flick is when you flick it out behind, so it can be out to the side or just up like that. A jump, it's just when we say jump forward, instead of just jumping together like that, you and one, so and back. So that's all that is. A stomp is just stomp or left. Shimmy, for those who can, you just shimmy. Have a bit of fun, not everyone can do it, but shimmy, shake your shoulders. Bounce, you keep your feet flat on the floor and you bounce up like that. So your toes are on the floor, you're just bringing your heels up. They're heel bounces. Rocking chair, so you start with your right, so rock forward, rock back, rock back, rock forward. That can be done on the other side, rock forward, rock back. Toe struts is when you put your toe first, so toe and then drop your heel. So you can do a cross, toe, drop your heel. You can go the other way, toe, cross toe, or they can be just in front, toe, toe, or you can go backwards, toe and toe. Heel struts are the opposite. You put your heel down first. So heel down, or you can't do them backwards. They can only go forward. Heel splits, when your feet are together, out, in, heel twists, you twist the heels, heel, twist, twist. Hip bumps is when you just side, 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 side. Sometimes you do those at an angle, so you side, 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 side. Your paddles, now these are just quarter turns. So you step forward, you turn a quarter to your left. Step forward, turn a quarter. You can also do those the other way, on your left. So step forward and turn a quarter, step forward, turn a quarter. Sometimes there's only one turn, sometimes I have two paddles, sometimes you do four paddles. So they're quarter turns, sometimes I'll say a quarter turn, sometimes I'll say a paddle. They're both the same. Step touches is when you step forward, touch, or back, touch, touch. You can all go to the side, step, together, step, or step, touch, different variations of those. A pivot, that's like a half turn. So you step forward, do a half turn. So it can be right or left. Step forward on your left, half turn. You can do two of these in a row. So step forward, half turn, step forward, half turn. Practice them, but don't do too many, you'll get a bit dizzy. A V step. So that's your V step. So you go out, out, and then come in, in. A brush or a scuff is just a scuff like that. So if I'm doing a vine, so I go step, behind, step, and I can scuff and then go back the other way. So scuff is just like that. Cross and points. So you cross right over left and point. You can cross left over right and point. And you can go backwards, back and back, point. A shuffle. I say cha-cha-cha if no one knows, so it's a 1, 2, 3. So shuffle forward would be step together, step, or you could go back, shuffle back. You could shuffle to the side, side together, side, or shuffle to your left, side together, side. A lock step is your next one. It's similar to a shuffle, but instead of it's a step and you lock the other one behind it. So it's still a step, lock, step. However, if you can't do that, a shuffle is fine. You do not have to. So you can do a right step, lock, step, or you can do a left step, lock, step. Charleston, it's just toe forward, back, forward. Everyone remember the Charleston? That's all it is. A coaster step. This is done mainly to change your footing. So if I'm doing a forward coaster step, I go step forward, together, step back. So I'm changing my footing. So step forward, together, and back. Or I can do a back coaster. It's back, together, step forward. And the fourth one is either a touch or whatever. Box step. So you're going to do it in the shape of a square. These can be done forward to the side, back to the side, or back to the side, forward to the side. So initially it's side together, step forward, touch, side together, step back, touch. We could also go side together, back, touch, side together, step forward, touch. Or you could go this way. A jazz box is when you put, so you step your right, over your left, step back, step to the side, and just usually touch to the next to your right. So it's just done it 1, 2, 3, 4. Sometimes it can be across 1, 2, 3, 4, or it can go the other way. Cross, step back to the side, and touch. A Monterey is when you can do a quarter Monterey or a half a Monterey. So your quarter is point to the side, turn a quarter and point. You can do 2 of them, point, quarter turn and point. And then with a half a Monterey, you're going to turn a half. So you always point first. So point, turn a half and point. If I did it again, point, half turn and point. A lot of times you're doing those fast so the momentum gets you around. And unwind, tricky these ones. You put your right foot behind your left and unwind a half. So you can do behind, unwind a half, or you can go the opposite. In front and around you go, in front and around you go. A restart, sometimes if you hear me calling a restart, it just means the music will start at the beginning of the music, of the sequence a bit earlier. It just means we have to cut out the end bit of the dance steps and we restart it. So when I say restart, it just means we start from the beginning, from that point. Then we've got the opposite, which is a tag. It means when we've done our sequence, our full sequence, the music actually adds on a little bit before it starts back at the beginning of that sequence. So we have to add a few steps, which is what we call a tag. So when I yell out a tag, I've usually told you what the tag will be, and you add that tag in. So they're quickly just a real brief description. So I will put these up on the site. If anyone that knows me that wants a copy of these, get in touch. I'll certainly get a copy to you. Then you can that can be your homework. Have a look at the sheet, watch the video, learn the steps, then you'll be able to line dance with us. Okay, bye.